guys, as promised, I'm going to show you me potting on in this big bowl my ginger. Now I don't know how big this ginger is going to grow, how long it's going to take. I might have to pot it on again, but this I think will be my final position or the final home for my ginger. So I'm putting in some potting soil. This is, I'm not sponsored by anyway. Miracle-Gro. I just found that I've been trying different soils, whatever I can get, and it seems to do the trick. It's got a little bit of fertilizer in there. So now, I'm transplanting my ginger. There we go, with the lovely root system. I'm going to give them room to swell and hopefully reproduce for me. So I've got 3, see how many I think I can get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, hopefully 5 plants. This is quite a small one, so that'll take a time. Giving them some space, as you can see, space to grow, fingers crossed. And then I'll water it. Now it's best to have soil that's quite, not too clumpy, quite loose, because you don't want it to be too tight in the, you don't want the soil to be too compact. Give the plant room to move, room to swell. Well, this is using up quite a bit of soil, but hey, I'm out for the benefits. To be able to have ginger all year round is amazing. So I use it mostly in my hot drinks, and some of my meat dishes I use ginger as well. So it's quite a handy spice to have. So let's see how we do. I found gardening very therapeutic. If I'm feeling a little bit stressed, overwhelmed or whatever, my garden's my go-to place. I don't really do yoga. It's not me. I'm too much of a party animal. So that helps, dancing. But yes, my form of yoga is my garden. That's where I feel at peace. That's where I clear my head. I love it. I just love to see new growth on all my plants, be it flowers or, well, I don't really do a lot of flowers. I've got a few flowers that I bought from Poundland, and they were just to encourage the bees to help pollination of my vegetables. And one of these flowers, I don't even know what it's called because it was a mixed box of flowers that attract bees and butterflies. It does the job, but this particular flower, which I'll video later, it actually closes in the evening and opens up in the daytime. Very fascinating. My neighbour was planting a flower live seed, which wasn't successful this year, but last year she said it's called a 4 o'clock. But I asked her if it was the same sort of thing. She said no, but how amazing. So when the flowers go to bed, it's actually getting darker. And when it's daylight, it opens up. It's amazing. I love nature. Absolutely love it. So there's my ginger. planted up now in its final home, and I'm just hoping I'll have some good results. They make lovely plants, but I want to have spices that I can use in the kitchen again. Yeah, so this is yeah, you have to have patience and a little reminder now and again, because it could all fail over just not really paying attention. But I'd pop my head in the grow tent and see how it's getting on. I originally started the ginger in like a window box, but I had like a mixture of sand and soil, and it wasn't happy. We had all that sunshine, but it wasn't happy, so I just put it in simple soil. I tried again, so that's why I'm videoing it now and really taking note of what conditions my ginger likes, and it obviously likes the heat. My neighbour, she's put, or her husband's planted the ginger in the ground, and she was digging it up the other day because I was giving her some seedlings, and she found where the ginger is. Now it's nestled amongst lettuces and everything else, so hopefully it will all show. It has got roots and it is doing well. It hasn't popped its head out of the ground because it's buried quite deep, so I told her to bring it up a little bit near the surface. So yeah, it'd be really interesting to see. Hers is growing outside, mine's growing inside. See how we do. Now I'm going to water my, I've used slightly warmed water because it's been sitting out in this watering can overnight. I think that's enough. Let's see how quick the water's sucked up. Now the only way you'll know if you've got enough water in there, I haven't put any drainage holes in this basin. It feels quite heavy. But another way to test, this is where I take off the gloves and see if the water's gone all the way down. I'm going to test it in the middle. Now it feels quite damp, so that's gone through really well. That means the soil's quite aerated, which is a good thing. Brilliant. So my hands are dirty now. Doesn't matter, I love getting my hands dirty, especially when I'm in my garden. Right, so I think that's enough water. Back in the grow tent it goes. In the meanwhile, I shall use the pots that I had earlier. Well, waste of time now. My hands are dirty. I shall use the pots now. Thing is, how big will it grow? I've got another pot over there, a little bit bigger. Excuse me while I go and get my other pots. I'll label them up later. These pots, I think that's a good size for the Edo. Watch it grow. So I'm going to use a bit of soil from here to give it a good start and cover it up with the damp soil. Use this one, it's got the most amount. Mix a little bit of both. Give my Edo, my cocoa, a good start. Make a little dent in the middle, and in it goes. Got to remember to date this after the video. I'll date it, cover it slightly. See, the problem is now, do I bury it down or do I do it up? I think I'll do it the other way round. This really is an experiment because I've never seen this growing. I was born in the UK, so I haven't seen lots of the vegetables I eat I know how it's grown, but with cocoa, this is a work in progress. So I'm going to plant it with the buds up like the ginger and hope for the best. Whatever happens, the roots have to come out somewhere. So, yep, that's my first time. Covering it up now with my Miracle-Gro and hope it does perform a miracle. Can only but try. 49p experiment and a bit of soil. And fingers crossed. Little drinky. Yeah, that's going through quite well as well. Might need a little bit more soil on top so it's covered. Because when I've watered it, it's floated a little. Okay. Take out the big clumps. Got water dripping everywhere, but it doesn't matter. It'll dry. Okay. Let's fill down the side if it's wet enough. Yep, it's wet enough. Get a little tray for that. And that'll go in the growing tent as well. Might just leave it in the middle of here. Save space for something else. And now, so everything's been planted out today. Now I'm going to grow my turmeric. It was soaking last night. So here we go, in it goes. A little bit of soil to cover it. And then let's wait and see. Put a little bit more, so near to the top, that's better. Just needs to be slightly covered at the top, not buried too deep. Right, another little drinky for this one. Pushing it down the edges, around the side. Make sure the ginger's covered. Needs a little bit more soil to cover it up now. Water's weighing it down. Okay, that's it. Labels to go on top. So now I'm going to plant there another two. Will that fit in here? I think you're better off in a big pot. And this little one, yeah, I just give them enough room really to start off their root system, and then I transplant them into bigger pots. Now I've got an idea. Should I put these two in here? I might do. Plant them at the same time. They're different sizes. Or shall I plant them in the same pot? Similar pots? No, that's the same. No, I'll put them in their own pots. Because these have already got soil in. Make a little wedge. Now some soil to cover the tops. Now, because I had the ginger in there before, the soil's quite damp, so I don't need as much water. Don't need as much water. Should be fine. Recycling at the best. A little bit here for the top. Just get it started. This watering can's almost as big as me. Okay, so a lovely puddle of water here. Bit more soil. A bit for the cloth. And we're done. So the ginger's in its new growing position in a big bowl. Got my cocoa in a pot and my turmeric. I've got 2 more mangoes and my avocado to sort out. I'll get the avocado started. I'll stick some cocktail sticks on it and place it above some water in a jar, and I'll see how that grows. Anyway, thanks for watching, and these 2 babies I will plant in this pot, but you've already seen the process. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed my video. Support the old girl. Turning a scientist, yes, a plantologist later on in life. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.